Okay, so a friend of mine asked me for some help, for my opinions, for my guidance. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm no financial advisor, okay? I have no degree, no certification, no nothing. I'm just a average guy who has made, gotten a six-figure net worth thanks to 6 years of investing. So do not listen to me. I'm a nobody, all right? I figured I want to make this video so I can share it with my friends. But yes, I'm no one special. So do not take this as any form of financial advice. Now, I always figured this, I want to preface this. I have 3 core categories that, please figure out what category you fall under. So 3 categories: 0 risk, 0 to almost no risk, medium risk, and high risk. Okay, those are the categories that you fall under how you want to invest. Now you may want to follow in all of them. That's good too, because that's how I go about it. But it's when you start out, it's good to be more focused. So because you don't have a lot of money to spend, so you want to focus your investing in one area, and then later on, when your money's grown a bit, you can change how you want to invest. So if you are 0 risk, and like I said, preference, nothing is absolutely 0, but these are risks where I don't see them going bankrupt in any of our lifetime. Okay, and so here's the thing: 0 risk. Nvidia, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Meta. Now these are just a few. Okay, you can go on and on forever naming what I would name in each of these categories, but you cannot go wrong with any of these stocks. You cannot go wrong with buying all of them. Okay, these stocks, the risk is practically 0. These stocks will gain you in about, and I go about long-term investment for all 3 of those categories. I do long-term investment, about 3 to 5 years, even 10 years, or rest of your life. Okay, but these stocks will, into 3 to 5 years at least, will gain you maybe 10 to 50%. Okay, into 3 to 5 years, no, 10, maybe a little more conservative. I'll try to be a little bit conservative. About 10 to 30% into a 3 to 5 years. I'm being conservative. It could do more, it could do less. So I'll try to be conservative. But these stocks, you cannot go wrong. So I want to say these are my picks for zero risk. Now, my picks for medium risk, okay? There's a lot of ideas that go into this, okay? So I have these: Tesla, Robinhood, Palantir, Target, Nike. So why do I say this? Okay, so why do I put Tesla in medium risk? Now, I put Tesla in medium risk because it's a bit unpredictable. They have wild swings, right? Wild highs, wild lows. You cannot necessarily predict its future. Although it is an amazingly strong company, they are the leader in electric cars, with a crazy but amazing CEO, founder. But again, he's a crazy founder. He's a crazy CEO. Would I call him founder? Whatever. He's a crazy founder. So makes it a bit unpredictable, but it's a strong company. So there's the medium risk to it. Now, why did I say Hood and Palantir are medium risk? These are amazing companies, strong ass companies. But why do I put them in the medium risk category? Is because their stocks have gone over 100% in less than a year. Okay? In less than a year's time, they have exceeded over 100%. So now, if you buy any of these stocks, it's a risky bet. But why do I say a medium risk? Is because I still believe these are strong ass companies. I believe in 3 to 5 years, these stocks will still double. But there's a risk to it. These stocks they can double in what I believe in, or they can go down 30 to maybe 50%. Because again, they are at all-time highs. So that's why I say they're medium risk. But you will not lose your money into these, in my opinion. You're not gonna lose your money into it. So that's what I'm saying. Now, why do I say Target is a medium risk company? It's because it's at all-time lows. It's at all-time lows, so there's a bit of, you're buying it at a discount. So, it's worth buying, but the risk is that it's suffering from economic issues where, China, people changing in buying habits, people maybe buying less or whatever, okay? So there's some risk to it. So, but it's a strong company. I don't see that Target going bankrupt or disappearing in our lifetime. I don't. So there's a little bit of risk to it in my opinion, but because it's at a great price, it's at, all-time lows, it's a good price. Now, because it's at all-time lows, it could still go down. But again, I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't lose sleep because of Target. I'm not gonna think Target's going bankrupt. Kind of the same thing with Nike. It's at a discount, right? The price is at a discount. But again, it's suffering from China issues, buying fatigue, whatever. Okay, a lot of economic issues. So, but again, they're doing great profits, right? They're making money. So they're profitable companies and they're strong companies. So this is why I put these in medium risk. Now, again, I could name a bunch of other companies, but me personally, these are what I'm invested in. So I'm not telling you to do something that I personally am not doing. Now, these are the very risky companies. I do not recommend you buying any of these, but I'm trying to make money quick, right? These are my risk. These are my gamble plays. These are gambling, right? I'll say this: you're gambling. It's like you go to a casino and put all your money on fucking red, all right? You're gambling. 100% you're gambling. You will likely lose money, okay? But there's a chance, right? These are companies that I'm personally in, so I'm taking that risk myself. That you can get 100 to 1,000% in these companies. Now, again, that's high risk, but high risk comes with high reward. So, like I'm saying, these are very crazy-ass risky companies. You can lose your money. I've lost money into a company that I thought was good, but, I lost the money. It went bankrupt. Literally, I've experienced a company going bankrupt. So, I would not recommend you, any beginners, doing this. But like I said, we're all adults. We're all adults. Take accountability. I chose to invest in these. I don't care if anyone said, oh, these are companies, whatever. I chose to invest. So no one to blame but myself for investing into these risky ass companies. None of these companies make a profit. All these companies are still, they're not making a profit. So technically they're still losing money, right? But there are like rare earth, right? Rare earth companies, right? Companies that are, digging up metals, okay, which we do need. There are AI companies, okay? AI companies, very big, very up and coming. So again, like I said, very risky. I don't recommend it, but I'm gambling a bit, right? I'm gambling a bit. But again, know that you potentially can lose these money. So if I lost this money, it is what it is. I won't cry. I mean, I'll cry about it. But again, I won't blame no one but myself. So these are the categories that you think about. Okay, so I'm just sharing my plays. I'm no one special, so this is not financial advice, right? But these are 5 stocks that I'm trying to build and put a good amount of money into that I believe either will 30% my money or double or even triple my money. So, and it's going from like safe to risky. Okay, Nike. I think it's a good candidate to at least close to double my money. All right, it's at a decent price, and I've been putting money into it, right, for a little while. So if it goes down more, I'll definitely put more in. Target, I think it's at a decent price. I think this is a very safe stock. Will most likely 30% to 40% my money. So I'm trying to build that. I think I think that they will definitely recover and do better. So it's a safety stock. I'm not worried about this stock. I'll put money in when I ever have a chance to. These are safe stocks. I'm not worried. They also pay a dividend, so that's good. It's not. These are very safe stocks, in my opinion. Now, Cheesesteak Factory, some people agree, some people may not. I think this is a good candidate to at least 50%, maybe double my money. Because there's a lot of reasons, but I'm just saying what I'm doing with my money. I'm not telling you what to do with yours. But again, it pays a dividend, so that's not bad. I have a little bit up on it. I think, I see this in the next 5 years to go to probably around 100. So I'm not pressed. I think this is a decent stock, and it's mid to safe. Now, these are pretty risky in my opinion. UPath is a AI / kind of robotics company that I'm going to slowly build. I think this is probably another, double bagger, right? At least, right? It will at least 2 times money, and I didn't put in much. But if it goes down, I'll definitely buy more. Same with this. This is a rare earths play, okay? Because minerals and materials are very big right now, particularly for the US. We want to, mine our own metals and stuff. So I think this is a play on that. If it goes down, I'll buy more. Already up 6%. So, it's...
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all already know. 41 years old. All folks here. Y'all know what time it is. It's busting out here. Yeah. Y'all know what it is. Oh.
Now, I want to preface this that a lot of things on the internet aren't true, right? A lot of things are done to hopefully to go viral. So this might not be true, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is, because I said this before. This is a problem in the low income groups, right? Low income people, where there's a lack of financial education. $1,000 isn't a small amount, but it isn't a lot. Plus, to get happy over it, when honestly you will just spend it anyway. It will be gone the next day. So it means what? Really nothing. There's a lack of financial education. So many people do not know how to save, budget, and invest. That $1,000, like taking it out of your bank and doing what and showing it off does what? Nothing. Now it's just there for you to spend. Instead of, how about budget your money? Know where your money's going. Know that if you're spending, where it goes to bills, rent, baby mama issues, I don't know, stupid other things. Know where it's going. Save your money, right? Split that $1,000 to, let's say, $500. $500 save, $300 spend on needs like bills, and the rest invest it. Invest. Let that money grow. So then that $1,000 means nothing. That $1,000 pays for your life and helps your future. But there's a lack of financial education. There's a lack of care for the future. There's a lack of planning for the future, particularly in people like this, because you don't plan. You don't plan. You don't take time to think about your future. How is it gonna look? How's 5 years gonna look down the road? How's 10 years gonna look down the road? They don't know. Again, it's a lack of financial education. It's a lack of motivation to do better. It's a lack of sacrificing, right? Because so many people, they think that they work hard means what? One, you don't work smart. Two, you don't sacrifice. You don't sacrifice. You don't truly sacrifice. Okay? $1,000. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go out, buy a bottle, buy a section, or I don't know, pay a baby mama or two. Again, that does nothing for you. It's gone the next day. So shit like this is the problem, where you are so happy for $1,000 instead of, you know what? For me, I'm more happy not spending my money. I'm more happy investing my money. Seeing that $1,000 turn into $5,000. See that $5,000 turn into $10,000. See that $10,000 turn into $100,000. Now, I'm gonna preface this. I don't know if it's true or not. Okay, I'm not bothered by looking if it's true or not. I mean, I'm just gonna talk about what I see right here. So, Norwegian influencer called off her wedding with Victor Boniface after learning the player's assets are under his mother's name. This is the thing where you show your colors early on, which is great for him. Right? That she showed her colors to him, so he knows what to do. But this is the problem with a lot of women, where they think that because they are marrying a man, they deserve his hard work. They deserve it. It's like, no, you don't. And then you're like, oh, you cook and clean. This is the thing. The things that you think you're giving some man does not, in my honest opinion, does not equal this man's like half of his shit. It doesn't. And I find a lot of times women find the insanity that women say, oh, it's the security. Security of what? You leaving him? Because usually during a marriage, women are supported by their husband financially. So you are already benefiting from his security. But I find it weird when women think that they're leaving a man, they still should be benefiting from a man's security. Why? I can never understand that and it doesn't happen to everyone, right? Because not everyone is a multimillionaire. But to think that because you leave a man, you are still owed his security, his assets, is insane to me. It really is. This ain't 2025 where women can't go to work, right? Women can't make their own money. She could, right? She's a Norwegian influencer. She could go back to influencing, whatever. Women can go back to working whatever job they were working. They can. And yeah, maybe the years outside of the outside the workplace is harmful, but you gotta also think you also benefited from the years outside the workforce where you didn't have to work, right? Where you didn't have to stress, where you didn't have to deal with the bureaucracy of working. And a Norwegian influencer, it's not like no 9-to-5 job, but let's say even for regular women, yes, being a stay-at-home mom, being a stay-at-home wife, yeah, the years outside the workforce, but it's a sacrifice, right? It's a pro and con thing. The con is you sacrifice years of workforce experience for years of security without having to work for it. Your labor didn't necessarily contribute to your security. And you think that, oh, you cooking and cleaning is the country. No, because essentially you're also, cooking and cleaning for yourself, right? And let's be honest, you cook and clean. It's not necessarily, that's not a 9-to-5 type of job. So it's not really the same. So I just think that I hope this happens more, right? That wealthy men, particularly 6-figure men, whatever, put their money, put the assets under trusts or under their mom's name. I gotta say, that shit is so Asian. Even if you want to party, you gotta keep on studying. You gotta keep on hustling. And this is a thing where it's a fun video, right? It's a fun situation. But I love that hustle. I love that mindset, and I think more people need that. This is a thing where I wish a lot of more young people understand that that's the time where you hustle, where you grind, where you sacrifice. I'm sorry, but sacrifice smart, right? Bo is studying, Bo is still learning, but he's still in the environment to enjoy himself, like feel like he's not trapped, feel like he's not like I don't know, just he's in an environment to enjoy himself as well as improving, right? Studying, getting better. That's the thing, that's the mindset. And I believe more, right? More people need to be like that. That's amazing. That was crazy ass cool. I love that mindset, and a lot of people don't realize that. Like I said, it is very important to really understand that if you sacrifice that time, right, the present you are hoping that the future you will benefit from it. That's the mindset a lot of people don't realize. That if you sacrifice, right, the present you're hoping the years that you spent sacrificing, the future you will benefit from that sacrifice. That's the thing where a lot of us don't understand. Where if we are having fun, right, in our present day, having fun for years or whatever, we are actually making a life harder for our future self. Now, if you don't care about the future self for you, that's cool for you. But a lot of us should. A lot of us should, because then we more people, right? You see the statistics where as you get older, a lot of people get more depressed. Life gets harder as you get older. So I wish more young people, more people in general, has this mindset where I'm going to sacrifice my present for my future. But that's the thing. Do it smart. Do it smart. Okay? That literally, that's smart right there. All right? Having fun while studying. Amazing.
We're divorced! Happy Father's Day! You're a single man! You're a single man, friend! Happy Father's Day!
I got my court papers, thank you.
Here's his divorce paperwork. He got delivered on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
Who wanna holler at me, holler at me.
He's a single man, ladies. He's up for grabs. He's up for
looking for a
grabs.
stepmom.
All right. They looking for a stepmama. Nibby right here. They looking for a stepmama. Happy Father's Day, fam.
And you wonder why men don't. What's the point of marriage? What's the point of marriage? She like, you might as well, right? And this is why certain men rather just have kids with you, just kids, and not get married. Because what's the point? 70% of divorces are filed by women. Women most of the time are incentivized or rewarded for divorce. I find it ridiculous that you have to maintain the lifestyle that you gave her when she was with you. The lifestyle, she was with you. You got that lifestyle because she was with you. You shouldn't continue to have that lifestyle when she's not with you at all. That's why a lot of men see that the system is rigged. The system is ridiculous. It don't make sense. Why must you maintain that lifestyle when the stipulation of that lifestyle, right? The requirements of that lifestyle is her being with you. Her being without you does not equate her to still have the same lifestyle. No, now you should be a productive adult. You want to be by yourself. You want to be out of this marriage. Well, there are consequences to that. But no, the court system don't see it like that. We need to enable women to, destroy marriages, to break vows. I mean, yes, it seems like maybe it's amicable. Maybe it looks like he's fine, but it's not even about him. It's just about the whole court system and how men view marriages. Women constantly wonder why don't men want to commit? Why don't men want to get married? Exactly that. And the insanity to say, oh, men benefit more from marriage. Really? Well, then you might as well say, you can see that women benefit more from divorces. So it don't make sense for men to get married when women have the benefits. Women are incentivized to divorce. So yeah, I agree. Men do benefit more from marriage. But in my personal opinion, men don't benefit from marriage. Men benefit from being in a relationship, not marriage. Because men will still have the same feelings, same lifestyle if he was just in a committed relationship. So I hate that narrative that yes, men benefit more from marriage, but in actuality, men benefit more from being in a relationship, not a marriage. Because marriages don't make a relationship better. It really doesn't. In actuality, seeing that 70% of divorces are filed by women, and our divorce rate is pretty high, men don't benefit from marriage in particular. Men benefit from being in a relationship with a woman. Women benefit from marriage because why? Because they have the power to divorce, the power to benefit from said marriages. So I think it's sickening and tiring. This is why we need we need prenups. We need all these paperwork, and why men just don't see no benefit in marriage.
Bro, I've been sitting in this car for about 2 hours now because I refuse to go inside and be with my wife. Like, I hate her that much. The only reason why I'm with her is because I'm broke and I don't have nowhere else to go. Like, I can't afford to rent on my own, and she makes more money than me. So, I mean, if I was to get a good job tomorrow, I'd be gone just like that. With a woman I really want. But I can't afford the woman I want, so I gotta settle for her. Literally. If we're being honest, I think I'm doing her a favor. Because she got low self-esteem anyway, and she bad built, so she should be lucky that I'm with her, if that makes sense. So I don't feel guilty about it, but I mean, some gotta give, because I can't keep doing this. Like, I could be with somebody I really want, but I refuse to do more, I'm kind of comfortable with being nothing.
I don't know if that's rage bait or not. I've said this before, okay? I support men, but I don't support all men. Because a man like that is absolutely disgusting. 100% men like that are disgusting. I absolutely hate, I abhor men like that, okay? Lazy men. And you know what? Being lazy is fine, okay? But you're lazy and you complain about your life. It's like, are you stupid? Okay? It's fine. You want to be lazy? People are lazy. I've been lazy too. But you can't be lazy and then complain about your life. Because then you are the reason why your life is how it is. Like, this man, you chose to marry her. You chose to marry her. I mean, obviously he probably chose to use her. Because he couldn't afford, to live life on his own. It's like, this is the thing where, I've always said this. Men need to strive to be best for themselves, okay? Striving to being fine with being mediocre, guess what? You're going to get a mediocre life. I swear to God, I hate these disgusting men like this. I really do. You're not just lazy. You're ungrateful. You're a user. You don't want to be better, yet you complain that your life isn't better. It's really absolutely disgusting. I swear to God, it's like men like this is like, they're this is what I say. I talk about delusionals, right? Anyone delusional, man or woman. And this is a man that's delusional. You think you're doing her a favor? I mean, seriously, you're doing no one a favor. Not yourself, not her, nothing. You're making everyone's life miserable. Okay? Because you are fine with living life in mediocrity, yet you complain about it. I really hate people that complain about their life, yet they are the reason why their life is how it is. You have no right to complain. It's like, people like this is just so shitty. Really are. And then it's like, I swear to God, it's like the whole video was irritating. It really was, because you have the gall to say, I'm fine with being nothing. Okay, well, if you're fine with being nothing, well, your life is going to reflect that. This is the thing where I kind of do believe in the strong, the survival of the fittest. This is why men need to persevere. Why men need to go through shit so they can, pick themselves up. Because you will weed out weaklings like this. You weed out weak men like this. It's absolutely disgusting. Men like this is irritating.